Well, I think that with little-known composers, which haven't been played much, often there's a kind of a frivolous side or decorative or not very serious, and that's why they've been forgotten. And with Reicha, it's very different because he's a very ambitious person. And so I find that learning and playing his music gives me insight into the people he knew, like Beethoven and Haydn. And it also allows me to use the influence of my playing of Haydn and Beethoven to play his music. So music that was written at the same time, written using the same tools, the same language, but a different personality. And so I find that it just it makes me more awake, because if you play the same music all the time, the same music that you studied, the same music you played for exams, the same music that everyone else is playing, then you just absorb those ideas and you play them the same way. So Reicha really, somehow, he stimulates you. And I find that necessary for me as a musician to continue to reinvent myself. It's a very comfortable instrument to play. It feels like it's bouncing all the time towards you, which is really nice because you can play for longer without getting tightness in your shoulders. But also, the sound is different than the sound that I play on pianos all over the world. So it means that I can be more creative with the way that I explore repertoire. So if I'm playing Chopin, for example, I'm already hearing something different than if I was playing it on another brand. So that gives me more options to explore a little bit before I arrive at the concert. And then if I'm lucky, when I arrive at the concert, I have a Shigeru Kawai to play, because then it gives me even more colors. With the larger piano, of course, it feels like so many possibilities. I know that sometimes the famous composers get their best ideas from composers that are friends of theirs, but no one listens to. So I'm always a little bit curious about this idea to explore the concerto deeper and to know, for example, what is the connection between this concerto and Beethoven's concerto. Now, what interests me about this concerto today is the fact that the end of the concerto was lost until 3 years ago. At the Bibliothèque Nationale, the National Library, a librarian found the end of the concerto, the real end. So now we can actually hear the piece end the way it's supposed to end, which is exciting. So to me, it's an important little piece of history to be renewed and to be able to hear it live also, not just a recording. And there are dozens and dozens of books written about Beethoven. He has been interpreted in every single way, but we've actually done very little about everyone around him. They've been a little bit lost. We haven't been interested in their documents, in the music they wrote. This music, the ending, has never been recorded before, for example. So if someone wanted to hear it, they can't. It's impossible. So I find that more meaningful than doing yet another concerto that everyone already knows and they want to hear a little bit of a different version. I think this is more meaningful to bring forth music which has been around for a long time, but no one is playing.